Forward with a very interesting puppet skit. It's called Spitfire's Bad Day. It's Ellie and the Dragon.
Well, good morning, Spitfire. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling lousy.
You're feeling lousy.
I had a worst day of my life yesterday.
The worst day of your life? Well, tell me about it.
Well, it all began in the morning when I was cooking breakfast. I like for my favorite breakfast hot dogs and marshmallows. And I heat it with my breath.
Well, I kind of figured that.
Well, I was doing pretty good, and the hot dogs were almost ready when the phone rang and startled me. And then I blew too hot, and the hot dogs caught on fire.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, the smoke detector went off, the fire engines came, and the firemen put out the hot dogs with a fire extinguisher and totally ruined my breakfast. So now I'm miserable.
Well, I can understand that. That does make for a lousy day.
But that wasn't all.
You mean there was more?
Yeah, I thought I'd go down to the grocery store and I would get some more marshmallows and hot dogs. And on the way, I stopped by the library.
What are you going to the library for?
Well, I thought I'd get a little comfy book to kind of tide me over for the afternoon so I'd calm down about my breakfast.
Oh, okay. I suppose that's a good idea. So what happened there?
Well, when I got in the library, I tripped over a chair and fell into a man who was reading a newspaper, who fell into the lap of an older lady who was reading a book about monsters. And when she looked up and saw me, she started screaming. And then I started screaming because my foot hurt.
Oh, my goodness. That does make for a crazy thing. Well, what did the librarian tell you?
She told me to get out of the library. I was making too much noise.
Oh, that is bad. Bad, bad. So then everything got better after that?
Oh no, it just kept going.
Oh, no. So what happened next?
Well, I finally got to the grocery store, and I got my hot dogs, and when I leaned over to get the marshmallows off the lower shelf, my tail hit a display of cans of baked beans, and they rolled all over the store.
Oh, gee. That can be pretty bad. So what did the manager say?
Well, he made me pick up every single can and put it back in order, and then he politely said, "Get out of my store."
Well, you really did have a rough day.
Well, have you ever had a day like that before?
Well, I can remember a couple of really bad ones.
Well, what did you do?
Well, what I usually try to do in situations like that is to think of a Bible verse that I could, take into my mind and sort of go over and over it, and it'll get my mind off what was happening.
Well, what did you do for your problem?
Well, the verse that I picked out was found in Nehemiah 8:10 that says, "The joy of the Lord is my strength."
Well, I certainly aren't into joy. I don't have any joy. Yesterday was so miserable.
Well, that's too bad, but there's lots of verses in the Bible that tell us about the joy of the Lord.
Such as what else?
Well, there's one in Philippians 4:4 that says, "Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice."
Just unless there's nothing to rejoice about.
Well, that's why you say the verse. The Lord will give you an idea of what to be happy about.
Well, I don't know. I don't think it works, really.
Well, there's another verse, and I think you'll like this one because this is a real comfy verse. This is found in Psalm 34, verse 8, and it says, "Taste and see that the Lord is good. How oh, the joys that come to people who find refuge in him.
Yeah, I like that one. Would you say that again?
Okay. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, the joys of those who find their refuge in him.
I think I could grab hold of that one. That is, wow, great, wonderful.
Yeah, it gives you encouragement, doesn't it?
Hey, as I said, it's way cool. Speaking of cool, do you want me to warm you up a little?
No way, buddy. I don't want to become a crispy critter in case you get the hiccups.
Well, I tried.
Yeah, I know. You were very kind in there. But I want you to think about those 3 verses I gave you. What is alike and what in them is all alike?
Well, they're all talking about the joy of the Lord.
That's right. All talking about joy. Now, there is something else there that's alike in all of them.
Well, you'll have to tell me again.
Okay, first one is, the joy of the Lord is my strength.
I got that one.
And then the next one is, rejoice in the Lord always.
I got that one.
And then the last one is, taste and see that the Lord is good.
I know what it is. I know what's alike.
And what is alike?
My Creator's name is in every one of those verses. That's right.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
When I start thinking about the Lord, my Creator, I get kind of warm inside.
Uh-oh.
And when I talk about the word of the Lord, it starts building a fire inside of me. And I feel like my bones are burning up.
And is that how you feel right now?
It's getting close.
Well, I think we ought to get you to a glass of ice water.
Well, before we do, I want to tell the people something.
Okay. So go ahead.
If your day starts out bad, it can turn out to be a good day if you have the joy of the Lord in it. We better get going. I'm about ready to blow.
I was so interested in that, I lost my mind.